Okay, here we are with Santiago, the race director of the Huairasinchi race. I'm going to ask him a few questions. Of course, he can't give away any secrets to give us an advantage, but I just wanted to get you guys to know what this race is going to be like from his perspective. So, all right, tell us all about Huairasinchi.
Well, hi, and thank you. Of course, this year is going to be amazing, as always. This is our 18th edition, so we've been doing this for almost 2 decades. And we're so happy to have international teams like thisABILITY team this year. And we're going to have an amazing race. We're going to be on the mountains, we're going to be in the beautiful lakes, in the highlands, we call it Páramo, which is a beautiful area of the Ecuadorian Andes, where you can see, you know, the mountains and the lakes and a lot of waterfalls. It's going to be high, for sure. Huairasinchi has been high, you know, since the start of the race. But I think it's part of it. We like the highlands, we like the people in the highlands. I think that the beauty of the Andes is just unbelievable, and I want all the teams to discover that. We're going to be also in some communities in the vicinity of the route, and people is going to be able to experience food, local culture. And of course, the area, the zone of the race is just mind-blowing. It's a place with a lot of culture, with a lot of history, with a lot of trails that have been hidden, not even in the maps. So we discovered some just amazing places in the most deep place of the Andes, and we want to show it to you.
And so, being an international team, it's always scary going to a new country. So, how is Ecuador, like, are they very welcoming to teams from around the world? So if anybody wanted to come do the race, it's nothing to worry about?
Yeah. We did the World Champs here in 2014, so I think that everything is great for international teams. You know, the people is happy with international teams, very friendly, and we love to have international teams in here. We want to show the country to other people. That's probably something we like to do as Ecuadorians. So we are really happy that you're here, and we are really happy to have more races with more international teams in the future.
Now, even though we're on the equator and it's summertime here, right? We're expecting to be very cold. Is that the case? Like high altitude?
Yeah. In Ecuador, things are a little bit different. We don't have winter and we don't have a real summer. We just have eternal spring.
Yes.
So it's a rainy season and a dry season. But the thing is that if we go to the western part of the Andes, it's going to be more rainy than in the other part of the Andes.
Right.
So we're going to be crossing from one place to the other. So you're going to experience some dry places with some wind, and you're going to experience some cold places with a lot of mud probably and some rain. Yeah. So you know the beauty of the country is that it's so diverse, because you can experience a lot of different weather in just a small place.
Right. So, so the stuff that's already been shared, like the way the course is laid out, why don't you talk a little bit about that? Because not everybody gets to see that, right?
Yeah.
But I know we're doing 2 bikes, 2 treks, and a paddle. So if you can just like tell the average person, what is this race going to look like?
Well, we have 6 legs, yep. And it's going to be high at the beginning. It's not going to be higher on the rest. The 3 first legs are going to be between 3,000 meters to 4,000 meters elevation.
Right.
And then we're going to go a little bit lower to 2,000 meter elevation. We're going to be, you know, going up and down mountains. It's going to be 11,000 meters gain in elevation. That's a lot. But the race is going to be with a lot of different paths. You're going to have, in the bike for example, you're going to have cobblestone sections, but you're going to also have single track, and you're going to cross the communities, and you're going to be in a very wild areas. Sometimes you're going to just be in the middle of nowhere. You're going to be like, where there's no people here. And yeah, of course.
So when you say multiple paths, you mean there's course strategy is going to play a big part. Like we could go around or go up and over, but the idea is that it's wilderness. You can do whatever you want.
There are going to be a lot of CPs, but of course we want you to experience navigation. So
Right.
You're going to be able to choose from one, go up the hill and try the reach instead of going into the valley. You're going to have some options, and you're going to experience a lot of different scenarios, in the different lakes. It's going to make the difference at the end of the race. The choices you take are going to make the difference in who gets earlier to the finish line or not.
Yep. And then also, it seemed like, according to ARWS rankings, you have some top teams in Ecuador. So why don't you tell us about who are the rock stars that viewers should be watching during this race that are kicking butt worldwide?
Well, yeah, we've been doing this for almost 2 decades. So,
Right.
These people started when they were very young.
Mm-hmm.
Like Team Movistar, for example, this number. They were number 3 in the world. They're
so.
number 9 now in the world. But they've been racing together as a team since they were 15 years old.
Wow.
So
right.
they are really experienced, even though they are still young.
Right.
And there's also the team Live Adventure team Imtech. They are number 13 in the world right now, and they've been running and racing together for a long time too. They were formerly the Team Ecuador, that were in some of the first world champs,
Right.
like a decade ago. So they have a lot of experience, and they know the country too. The Ecuadorian teams here in Ecuador, they
Hometown
know the
advantage,
country.
right?
They have some advantage because they are very well acclimatized.
Yes. And they're very competitive against each other too, right? They're going to be fighting for first place.
Yeah, of course. Here in Ecuador, everything is like that. They are very competitive. They love to race. They love Huairasinchi. They have a passion for the race, and it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be very interesting.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for your time. We look forward to racing. So
Yeah,
appreciate
of course.
it. Yep.
Welcome.